Frank Edward is a world-renowned Nigerian musician who is respected all over. Hello, my people. You're welcome to the channel. He says, I met Osinachi Egbu 16 years ago. We used to sleep in Lagos studios together. He narrates how, they've been hustling from going from one auditioning to the other, going to the studio from one to another. His story is quite similar, to a lot of artists who did not have, the financial backing from the beginning, but despite all, they rose up to become something in life. He spoke about how Osinachi Kalu Okoro Egbu, popularly known as Sinach, the beautiful actress who is in her 50s right now, was somebody who has paid her dues in the movie industry in Nigeria. Just recently, a letter was written by Frank Edwards narrating his experience with Sinach, and it was published on a Facebook page called Indepo TV. Frank Edward and Sinach actually really started from the ground 16 years ago. 16 years of pushing, hustling, believing, and everything. Frank Edward actually confessed that it was not easy for him because as at that time, Sinach was way ahead of him musically. He said, I met Sinach 16 years ago when I joined the ministry. As a young piano player, she became a big sister and a friend because we were always together making music. Working with her was not easy because she was musically ahead of me and I was finding it difficult to catch up. However, although it was all music relationship between the two Nigerian gospel singers, they also had very funny and interesting moments. According to Frank Edwards, they eventually toured all the studios in Lagos State together to make music. In fact, they even slept in studios that would wake up to Osinachi's frustrating car. Yes, he talked about how Sinach had a car that was always frustrating them because whenever they were set to move around, the car would stop at the middle of the road or refuse to start entirely. Those are the days of humble beginning. And, despite that, they kept moving and moving and moving and moving till God answered their call. As you know, Frank Edward has always been churning out award-winning music that edifies the name of God every time. So to cut the long story short, he said, they gathered some production skills from all the various studios that they visited. When you visit one studio today, another one tomorrow, another one the next one, of course you pick different things, that is unique to each of them. And they set up, Osinachi Sinach, set up a mini studio in her house. And, of course, he resumed to work there. This is the power of a dream. This is the power of a dream. When we are hearing about people making it and succeeding, it's not just hearing their success stories. It's about hearing the process that they went through. If this woman, as mature as she is, did not think of letting her dreams down, but, after jumping like studio rats from one point to the other, picked ideas and set up her own mini studio in her own house, and, of course, pulled Frank Edwards to also resume there as well. Frank Edwards said he just wanted to make music and wanted to serve. So he said, to cut the long story short, today, Frank Edwards is the producer, the engineer, the singer. It's because of this woman, Sinach. She pushed me too hard, and I humbly followed. Before the whole world, I want to say, I love you, Sinach. Thank you for unlocking the greatness in me. Don't look for where to show off. Look for where to serve. It will amaze you how much you don't know. This actually struck me. Frank Edward is saying that he loves Sinach so much, declaring love for her to the whole wide world and thanking her for unlocking the greatness. We all need people in our lives at some point to unlock the greatness we have inside of us. And he also shared a very important line that I want us to catch today. He says, don't look for where to show off. Look for where to serve. It will amaze you how much you do not know. Wow. I think with this, one can take a cup of water or a cup of coffee to, marinate into these words of wisdom. So we don't really need to look for where to show off in everything you're doing. Just look around you and look for that point where you can serve and get started. So whatever dream we are having, I like this coming from gospel singers, because we know the terrain is actually very competitive. But no matter the dreams you have, if you do not keep fueling your dream and adding fuel, passion, time, consistency to it, it might not, come to fruition. So catch that today as Frank Edwards shared his love for Sinach to the whole wide world, celebrating this woman of integrity and of values, one of the best gospel singers we have. And one of the things we need to know is, let's celebrate each other while we are alive. Don't let all the encomiums come when we are 6 feet under the ground. Please drop your opinion in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.